Russia, the largest country in the world, a land of superlatives and extremes. When you hear that name, you probably think of huge spaces, big differences, and a history as big as the country itself. Russia is a place where the past and present coexist, where ancient traditions meet modern innovations. It stretches across the top of our world, like a giant standing on two continents. From the western borders with Europe to the eastern shores touching the Pacific Ocean, Russia's expanse is truly mind-boggling. From the freezing Barents Sea all the way to the sunny Black Sea, Russia is so big it's hard to understand. Its vastness encompasses a variety of climates and landscapes, each with its own unique beauty and challenges. This is where Europe and Asia meet, where old forests meet giant plains, where time itself feels different. The Ural Mountains, often considered the natural boundary between Europe and Asia, add to the mystique of this colossal nation. It's hard to explain just how big Russia is. Imagine a land so vast that it takes days to travel from one end to the other, even by plane. It covers over 17 million square kilometers, way bigger than the next largest country, Canada. To put it in perspective, Russia is almost twice the size of Canada, and larger than the entire continent of Antarctica. Imagine traveling from London to Tokyo, then from the Arctic Circle to the Mediterranean Sea. That's the kind of distance we're talking about when we talk about Russia. That's how big Russia is. Its sheer size is almost incomprehensible, stretching across 11 time zones and encompassing a multitude of environments. It has 11 time zones and tons of different landscapes. From the icy tundras of the north to the temperate forests and steppes of the south, Russia's diversity is as vast as its size. Inside Russia, you'll find some of the most extreme places on Earth. The country experiences some of the coldest winters and hottest summers, making it a land of climatic extremes. Think about the freezing tundra of Siberia, where it can get down to minus 70 degrees Celsius. This region is one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth, a testament to the resilience of its people. Then think about the warm beaches of Sochi, where palm trees grow. This city, located on the Black Sea coast, is a popular resort destination, showcasing Russia's surprising climatic diversity. Russia is a land of big differences. Its landscapes range from the frozen Arctic tundra to the lush green forests and fertile plains. Its forests have more trees than any other country, and its plains grow lots of food for many people. The taiga, or boreal forest, is the largest forested area in the world, providing a crucial habitat for wildlife. But Russia is more than just its size. It's a country rich in culture, history, and natural beauty. It's a beautiful country, with a long history, and people known for being tough and friendly. From the grand palaces of St. Petersburg to the vibrant traditions of rural villages, Russia's cultural heritage is as vast as its geography. To really understand Russia, you need to see more than just maps and numbers. You need to experience its diverse landscapes, meet its resilient people, and immerse yourself in its rich history. You need to feel the power and beauty of this amazing place. Only then can you truly appreciate the grandeur and complexity of Russia, a colossus bridging continents. Travel across Russia, and you'll see so many amazing landscapes. This vast country stretches over 11 time zones and offers a variety of natural wonders that are simply breathtaking. From the icy realms of the Arctic to the warm, sunny beaches of the Black Sea, Russia's geography is as diverse as it is expansive. Way up north, where the sun barely comes up in winter, is the Arctic tundra. This region is one of the coldest places on Earth, with temperatures often plunging below freezing for most of the year. The landscape here is stark and beautiful, with vast expanses of snow and ice stretching as far as the eye can see. This frozen land of ice, snow, and small plants is home to polar bears, reindeer, and the Nenets people, who have lived there for a long, long time. The Nenets are indigenous to this region and have adapted to the harsh conditions, herding reindeer and living in traditional tents called chum. The wildlife here is equally resilient, with animals like the Arctic fox and snowy owl thriving in the extreme cold. Further south, the tundra changes into the taiga, the biggest forest on Earth. This transition zone is marked by a gradual increase in vegetation, with small shrubs giving way to towering evergreen trees. The taiga, also known as the boreal forest, is a vast expanse of coniferous trees that stretches across the northern hemisphere. This giant area of evergreen trees goes on for thousands of miles. It's a dense, green wilderness that provides a habitat for a wide variety of wildlife. The taiga is a crucial part of the Earth's ecosystem, acting as a major carbon sink and helping to regulate the planet's climate. Here, wolves howl at night, brown bears walk through the woods, and the air smells like pine trees. The taiga is alive with the sounds and sights of nature, from the rustling of leaves to the calls of birds. It's a place where you can truly feel the pulse of the natural world. The taiga is like Russia's big green lung, cleaning the air and helping our planet. This forest plays a vital role in absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen, making it essential for maintaining the Earth's atmosphere. It's a reminder of the importance of preserving our natural environments. As you go further south, it gets warmer, and the forests change into a mix of trees, grasslands, and wetlands. This region is rich in biodiversity, with a variety of plant and animal species thriving in the more temperate climate. The landscape here is a patchwork of different ecosystems, each with its own unique characteristics. This is the middle of Russia, with rolling hills, valleys, and big rivers. The central region is known for its fertile soil and abundant water resources, making it an important area for agriculture. The rivers here, like the Volga and the Don, are lifelines for the communities that live along their banks. Here, farmers grow wheat, barley, and sunflowers, which are essential crops for both local consumption and export. The fields stretch out in golden waves, a testament to the hard work and dedication of the farmers who cultivate them, and shepherds take care of their sheep. These pastoral scenes are a common sight in the Russian countryside, where traditional farming practices are still very much alive. The shepherds and their flocks are an integral part of the rural landscape. Finally, way down south, Russia meets the Black Sea. This region is known for its mild climate and scenic beauty, making it a popular destination for tourists. The coastline is dotted with charming towns and resorts, offering a perfect blend of relaxation and adventure. This area is warm, with sunny beaches and mountains covered in snow. The contrast between the sandy shores and the snow-capped peaks is striking, creating a unique and picturesque landscape. It's very different from the frozen north. The diversity of Russia's climates and landscapes is truly remarkable, offering something for everyone, whether you prefer the cold, icy tundra or the warm, sunny beaches. Here you can relax in the sun, swim in the warm water, and see old ruins that tell stories of the past. The Black Sea region is rich in history, with ancient ruins and archaeological sites that offer a glimpse into the past civilizations that once thrived here. It's a place where you can unwind and explore, all at the same time. Not many countries have a relationship with time like Russia. This vast nation stretches across 11 time zones, each one a unique slice of time that tells its own story. With 11 time zones, it shows how time can be different in different places. From the westernmost point in Kaliningrad to the easternmost point in Kamchatka, the time difference is immense. In Kaliningrad, the sun comes up at the same time it sets far away on the other side of Russia. This means that while people in Kaliningrad are starting their day, those in Kamchatka are winding down. In Vladivostok, the sun comes up hours before it does in Moscow. This creates a unique rhythm to life, where the pace of the day is different depending on where you are. In Russia, time feels like its own thing. It's not just a measure of hours and minutes, but a living, breathing entity that shapes the way people live and interact. Imagine traveling across Russia, watching the land change as you go through each time zone. The Trans-Siberian Railway offers a unique perspective on this, as it traverses the entire breadth of the country. You could start your day with tea in Kaliningrad as the sun rises over Europe, feeling the crisp morning air and the promise of a new day, and finish it with a late-night meal in Vladivostok while everyone else in Russia is asleep. The city lights twinkle as the night comes alive, offering a stark contrast to the quiet of the early morning. This huge difference in time has changed Russia in big ways. It has influenced everything from historical events to the daily lives of its people. It affects everything from its history and culture to how people work and live. The diverse time zones have led to a rich tapestry of experiences and traditions. For a long time, Russia's size and many time zones have been both hard and helpful, showing what people can do. The challenges of coordinating across such vast distances have led to incredible feats of organization and resilience. Russia's time zones are more than lines on a map. They represent the vastness of the country and the diversity of its people. They show how big the country is, how different its cultures are, and how strong its people are. Each time zone brings its own unique flavor to the Russian experience. They remind us that time, like Russia, is big, complicated, and always changing. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of the Russian people and the ever-evolving nature of their homeland. Living in a country with 11 time zones is tricky. Imagine trying to have a meeting when everyone is in different time zones, or planning a family get-together when everyone lives hours apart on the clock. This is everyday life in Russia, where time is different. For many Russians, the time differences are just normal. They know how to deal with it. Business meetings are planned around the time zones, and families use phone calls and video chats to stay in touch. But the time differences are more than just a hassle. Studies show that changing time zones can make people tired, mess up their sleep, and even make them sick more often. Even though it's hard, Russians have learned to live with it. They understand how different their country is and how tough its people are. In a land where time feels different, Russians have learned to go with the flow and find the good things in life. You can't talk about Russia without talking about Siberia, a huge and mysterious land that has amazed explorers and writers for years. Stretching from the Ural Mountains to the Pacific Ocean, Siberia is a giant part of Russia. Siberia is a land of extremes. It's home to the coldest place people live on Earth, Oymyakon, where it can get incredibly cold. But even though it's freezing, Siberia is also beautiful. Its huge forests are full of plants and animals, showing how strong nature is. The Siberian taiga, the biggest forest on Earth, goes on for thousands of miles, and wolves, bears, and lots of other animals live there. The Ob River, one of the longest rivers in the world, flows through Siberia, and its banks are full of pretty villages. Siberia also has lots of natural resources like oil, natural gas, and diamonds. But even though it's important for business, Siberia is still a wild place where nature is in charge. Like a giant's backbone, the Ural Mountains run through Russia, majestically dividing Europe and Asia. These ancient mountains have seen a lot of history, where different cultures met and mingled. The Urals are full of amazing rocks and minerals like iron, copper, gold, and platinum, making them a treasure trove. People have mined these valuable minerals for a long time, helping Russia grow and prosper. The Urals also have lots of different plants and animals. Trees cover the mountains and wildflowers grow in the valleys. Bears, wolves, and other animals live in the forests, and eagles fly majestically overhead. Traveling through the Urals, you'll see a fascinating mix of cultures. Lots of different groups live there, each with its own unique language and traditions. The Urals are more than just mountains, they are a symbol of natural beauty. They show how big and different Russia is, with a long, rich history. They remind us that even in faraway places, there's incredible beauty everywhere. Imagine an ocean, not of water but of grass, going on forever. This is the steppe, a huge grassland in southern Russia where the land goes on, and it's so quiet you can almost hear it. The steppes are beautiful in a quiet way. In spring, wildflowers bloom everywhere. In summer, the sun makes the grass turn golden brown. In autumn, the wind blows across the plains, carrying the smell of dry grass. For a long time, nomadic people lived on the steppes, moving around with their animals. These tough people knew the land very well. Today, animals still graze on the steppes, and farmers grow food there, feeding lots of people. The steppes show how powerful and beautiful simple nature can be. It's a place where you feel small, where the land goes on forever and the sky feels huge.